Hello, hello. So I'm coming on here a little bit early for the live crew. So we'll wait just a minute to see who wants to join live. So of course, if you're watching this after it's already happened, feel free to skip through. But we'll just take a minute as people hop on. Hello, hello. I see numbers going up. So if you are new to me, welcome. My name is Rachel and I teach at the Hampden location. So if you're just popping on, one thing that I was mentioning was we're just going to take a minute so that other people can pop on. But one thing that I mentioned in an IG live I did on my IG Instagram was that if it is challenging for you to practice in your own space and have that motivation, one thing that can be really nice is to associate a certain smell with the time you practice. So if you want to light a candle or burn incense, I just burned a little Palo Santo incense stick, but that is a little cute, trick that I like to use. So yeah, we'll get started in just a minute. Again, my name is Rachel and we are going to do a 60-minute Vinyasa, all levels flow. And if you'd like to connect afterwards, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I am dailyhabit.at, and I can share that again at the end, but it's dailyhabit.at. It kind of reads as daily habitat. But yeah, alrighty, let's get started. So go ahead, find a comfortable seat, whatever feels good to you. And then take a moment to settle in, whether that is seated on your heels or seated cross-legged. And go ahead, take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, let it out. On your next inhale, draw your shoulders up by your ears. And on your exhale, roll them down your spine. One more time, just like that. Deep breath in. And exhale, release. So just softening your gaze here, maybe closing your eyes. If you need to, you can just shift a little side to side. Find a place that feels good. Getting those fidgets out, and then find a place where you can be still here. Begin to notice the quality of your breath. Lean into the rhythm of your inhales and exhales. Good. We're going to do a simple breathing exercise to start, and basically all we're going to do is we're going to cut our inhale into two parts. We're going to hold at the top, so we'll seal our lips, and then we'll exhale out. So super simple. Go ahead wherever you are, exhale, clear out your system. And then together, inhale halfway, inhale full. Hold at the top, and then exhale out. Inhale halfway. Inhale full. Seal the lips, hold at the top, and exhale out. Inhale halfway. Inhale full. Hold at the top and exhale out. One more time. Inhale halfway. Inhale full. Hold at the top and exhale out. Good. Take one deep breath in and deep breath out. return to the natural rhythm of your breath. And just take a moment to prepare for class. So we take this time to prepare, just kind of noticing how much energy is available right now for you and how much you want to give. So setting that intention now. And then when you're ready, gently blink the eyes open. Good. And then go ahead, ease forward into all fours, tabletop. So your hands are directly below your shoulders, knees below your hips. Take a moment just to begin to trace circles with your shoulders around your wrists. Moving in the opposite direction when you're ready. And then just kind of moving in any way, shape, or form that feels interesting to you. So maybe you take circles with the hips, with the spine, getting really animalistic here. Maybe you even paw the mat. This is the time to explore your body and just seeing how it's feeling today. Ground into the inner hands, feel the thumbs press down. And then after your next exhale, go ahead, return back to your tabletop. Good. We'll take a couple cat and cows, ground into your hands. On your next breath in, begin to dip the belly down, send the sit bones up high. Maybe the gaze looks back. Now stay here. I want you to ground into the heels of your hands and to feel the heels pulling back towards your knees. One more deep breath in here. On your exhale, round through your spine, press the floor away from you, draw your chin in towards your chest. Inhale, dip the belly down, pull the heart through. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, pull the heart through. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, return back to your tabletop. Good. And then go ahead, untuck the toes, sit down onto your heels. If this is a lot for you and you have a block available, you can use a block. Of course, you can always tuck the toes under, or you can just sit up on the knees. But if you're here, go ahead, take your arms behind your back, clasp your hands so that the right thumb is on top. Now go ahead, chase the ground with your knuckles, lift the heart. Feel the shoulder blades squeeze again towards one another. And then keep the hands as they are, just bring the hands over to the right hip like a holster. Go ahead, drop the right ear down towards the right shoulder. And this is just another time to explore, to see where more space can come into the body. Maybe you roll the head a little bit. And of course, if you're doing it like this, then this is what it looks like. Go ahead, lift the head back up, extend the arms back. Now switch the clasp of your hands so that the left thumb is on top. Chase the ground with your knuckles, lift through the heart. Nice. And then hands come over to the left hip. Left ear down to the left shoulder. Same thing. Maybe you roll the neck out a little. You're creating space in the right side of your neck. Good, lift the head back up. Last time, just reach the arms back, lift through the chest, and then release the clasp of your hands. Good. Go ahead, shake out the hands. Maybe you roll the shoulders a couple times. From here, you are going to curl the toes under. Sit back onto the heels. Now this is gonna prepare us for down dog. You're probably really feeling it in the arches of your feet, and that's totally normal. Do your best to stay here, but of course, if you need to, you can always lift up onto your knees. Taking a deep breath in here, and letting it go. Interlace your hands, bring your hands to heart center, take a deep breath in, fill up through the hands. On your exhale, press the hands away from you, round through the upper back. We're doing our seated cat-cows. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, lift. exhale, round. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. On your next inhale, unclasp the hands, just lift the arms up towards the ceiling, lift the chest. On your exhale, goalpost arms, draw the elbows down. And then gather up all the energy, bring your hands in towards heart center. Nice. Go ahead, bring your hands back down onto your mat. Tap the tops of your feet, bring a little bit of blood flow back into your feet. Nice. And then go ahead and make your way back into downward facing dog. Take your time as you go into it. So maybe the knees stay bent, maybe you pedal out the feet. And again, this can be like that first tabletop where you do a lot of exploring. We're not so concerned with how this first down dog looks like in terms of form, but we're just really interested in how the body is feeling and what's going on. Actively press the ground away from you. Feel the inner hands press down as you send the sit bones back. Good. Take another deep breath in here. And deep breath out. Good. Go ahead, bring the feet to touch. You're gonna lift the right leg up. You're gonna bend the knee so you're kicking your right heel in towards your glute. And then you're just gonna open the right knee out towards the right side of the room. So it's not like that normal bent leg, three-legged dog that we do a lot. Your right knee is directly facing out. It's kind of like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. So from here, go ahead and take a couple circles with the right knee. You can even bend the left leg a little bit. That might feel nice. Switching direction, tracing that circle with the right knee. Good. And then go ahead, lower the right foot back down onto your mat, down dog. And then we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So pick up the left foot, bend the left knee, kick the heel with the left the glute, or the heel into your glute, and then open the left knee out towards the left side of the room. Take a couple circles with the left knee, moving in the opposite direction when you're ready. And then go ahead, set the left foot back down onto your mat, downward facing dog. We'll take one full breath in here. And breath out. Good. On your next inhale, lift the right leg up high. You're going to bend the knee, draw the right knee towards the right tricep, and step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Very nice. So you're in this low lizard lunge. Feel free to sway a little bit here, front to back, maybe even side to side. You can always tent up onto the fingers. Your aim is to take your gaze out, so you're pulling your collarbones forward and you're not looking directly down. Good. So from here, we're going to come into something called Octave Squat. So we're going to need to step the left foot forward. So to prepare, bend the left knee. Take a nice deep breath in. On your exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Bend the knees, Octave Squat. Lower the hips to the height of the knees. Hands to your heart center. Ground into the outside edges of your feet. Take a nice deep breath in. On your exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale. Keep the hands together. Just reach the palms up towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, bend the knees back to Octave Squat. Good. Inhale, bring your hands down to your mat. We're going to go back to where we started from. Ground into the right foot to step the left leg all the way back. Good. And then grounding into your hands, pick up the right foot, step back to high plank. Hold in your high plank. We're going to lower onto our bellies. You have the option to keep the knees down, or you can keep them lifted, but we're going to lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untuck the toes, Locust Pose. On your inhale, reach the arms back, lift through the chest, lift the feet up off of your mat. Feel the pinkies drawing in towards one another. And then release, hands back by your chest. Press up through tabletop, back to down dog. Second side, inhale, lift the left leg. On your exhale, bend the left knee, draw the left knee in towards the left tricep, and step the left foot outside of the left hand. Easing into this low lizard lunge. You're probably feeling it, and it's okay. So bring a little movement, a little freedom into the body. And then we're going to go into that octave squat. So prepare the back leg. Take a nice deep breath in. On your exhale, step the right foot outside of the right hand. Lower the hips. This time, reach the arms forward, octave squat. Draw the shoulder blades back. Lower the hips. Good. Now straighten the legs, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, octave squat. Inhale, lower the hands down. A nice bend in the elbow so you have energy to ground down. And then ground into the left foot. Step the right leg back. And then step the left foot back. Slowly lower onto your bellies for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, locust pose. Reach the hands back. And release. Press back up through tabletop to down dog. 2 breaths here. So we're gonna go into that again, but we're gonna go a little bit faster. And this time we're gonna just go straight to our active squat. So you have the option to step forward, or you can always float the feet right to the outsides of your hands. Take one more deep breath in here. And deep breath out. On your next inhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, take your gaze forward. On your exhale, step or float your feet to the outsides of your hands, active squat. Lower the hips, inhale as you come to active squat. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the hands up high. Exhale, active squat. Good, ground into your hands. Now pause here for a moment because we're gonna have the option for chaturanga. Bend your elbows slightly. You have the option to step or float back through your chaturanga. You can always skip it. But when you take the chaturanga, you're gonna press back up into your high plank. From here, lower the knees, lower the forearms. Inhale, pull your heart through, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once again, on your next breath in, lift your heels, bend your knees, gaze forward. On your exhale, step or float feet to the outsides of your hands. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, active squat. Inhale, hands down to your mat, step or float back through your chaturanga, back to high plank, and then lower the knees down, lower the forearms down so you're like in a baby dolphin. Gaze forward, inhale, pull the chest through, up dog or cobra, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Soften the back of your neck. On your next inhale, go ahead and lift the right leg up high. On your exhale, you're going to draw the right knee in towards the nose. Step the right foot by the right thumb. Double bent knee lunge, bend the back knee, lift the chest, and lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Good, now keep your hips where they are. Take another deep breath in. On your exhale, do your best to straighten through the back leg without lifting the hips, so drive the back heel back. Good, very nice. Inhale, reach up through the hands, lift through the chest. And on your exhale, hands come down to your mat. Pick up the right foot, step back to your high plank. Option for the chaturanga push-up, lifting back to high plank, and then lower the knees down, lower the forearms down, gaze forward. Inhale, pull through up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. On your exhale, draw the left knee in towards the nose, step the left foot forward. Inhale, double bent knee lunge. Lengthening through the sides of your waist. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, straighten through the back leg. Keep the hips low. Knit the lower rib cage in towards one another. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, hands down to your mat. Step the left foot back. Lower through to your Chaturanga push-up. And then lower the knees. Lower the forearms, Vinyasa. Of course, if you want to take your own Vinyasa, you're always welcome to. That's just what I prefer to take because you get the full range in push-up. We're all in down dog. Take another full breath in here. And breath out. Inhale, lift the right leg up high. On your exhale, once again, draw the right knee in towards the nose, step the right foot forward, double bent knee lunge. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale, straighten through the back leg. Adding on here, inhale, right hand to your low belly, left hand to your low back. As you inhale, begin to lean forward so that you come up onto the tippy toe of your big toe, your left big toe. So most of the weight is in your right leg. Your gaze is out. Good. Take one more breath in. Come back to your high lunge. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Bring your palms to touch, thumbs to the nape of your neck. Inhale as you lift the chest. Maybe you reach the arms back. And then exhale, hands down to your mat. Step back into your high plank. Your Vinyasa here. We meet back in downward facing dog. Once you're in down dog, go ahead and lift the left leg up high. Exhale, draw the left knee in towards the nose. You know where we're going. Double bent knee lunge. Inhale as you reach the arms up. Exhale as you straighten the back leg. Inhale, left hand to the low belly, right hand to the low back. Begin to lean forward into the left leg so that you're on the tip of your right big toe. Pull the belly button in away from the left thigh. Feel that left heel grounding down. And then shift back. Come into your high lunge. Reach the arms up. Palms will come to touch. Thumbs to the back of your neck. Lift through the chest. Maybe reach the arms back on your inhale. And then exhale, hands down. Vinyasa. Move through your Chaturanga if you plan to take it. And then we'll meet back in down dog. We have one more version of that sun bee. On your next inhale, go ahead and lift the right leg up high. On your exhale, draw the right knee in towards the nose, double bent knee lunge. So we're doing awakening sun bee. Inhale as you reach tall, exhale as you straighten the back leg. Inhale, right hand to the low belly, left hand to the low back. This time you have two options. You can lean forward just like before, or you can come into your bent leg warrior three. Left leg lifts, right leg is bent. Inhale, stay where you are. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale, bending into the right knee. We all come back to high lunge. Arms reach high, palms come to touch, lift the heart. Inhale, reach the arms back. Exhale, hands down to your mat, step back, move through your Vinyasa. And if that was wobbly, no worries. We're just exploring here. Learning to match action with breath. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, draw the left knee in towards the chest, step forward. Inhale, double bent knee lunge. Exhale, straighten the back leg. Inhale, left hand to low belly, right hand to low back. Your choice, stay in the lunge or bent leg warrior three. Inhale. Exhale, press the ground away from you, straighten the left leg. Inhale, bend back into the left leg, back to your high lunge, lift the arms. Palms come to touch, lift the chest. Inhale, extend the arms back. Exhale, hands down, move through your Vinyasa. It's It's challenging work, so recognize your efforts. Stay with it. Good. Go ahead, take 5 breaths here. Take this time to center in, come back to your breath. Take one more inhale. And one more exhale. On your next inhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, gaze forward. On your exhale, step or float to the top of your mat, folding forward. Inhale to your half lift. Stay here for a moment. Create space between your hip points and the crown of your head. As you send the crown of your head forward, send the sit bones back. Draw the low belly in. One more breath in here. Exhale, fold forward. Now we're going to do something called circle chair. So you're going to ground into your heels. And we're going to just start to roll up through the spine. Circle chair can also be called just a spinal wave. As you roll up, the shoulders, the chin lift very last. And then we're going to go right back down, just moving through the spine, undulating. And we're just going to keep going up and down. You can move at your own pace. There's really no right or wrong way to do this. We're just noticing where we can create space in the body. We're noticing where old patterns are showing up. Maybe you were seated most of the day and you're just kind of feeling that and working through it. Take another full breath wherever you are. And on your next exhale, return to your forward fold. Maybe a slight bend in the knees. Good. On your next inhale, go ahead and lift up halfway. On your exhale, fold forward, ground into the right foot, step the left leg all the way back and drop the back knee down. Nice. So we're gonna move into a twisted lizard lunge. We have a couple options here. So you're gonna tent up onto the left fingers, maybe the whole palm is down depending on your body. On your next inhale, you're gonna backstroke the right arm up and back, reaching the right hand back. Maybe you stay as you are here. Maybe you kick the left heel in towards your glute, and maybe you catch that foot with the right hand. Lifting through the chest, knowing that you don't have to take every option I give. They're just options. Listen to your body and take what feels right. Take another full breath in here. And full breath out. Gently release that back foot. Right hand comes all the way back forward. Send the hips back, straighten the right leg, half splits. Now, if this feels a lot on the hamstring, what you can do is you can bring your hands to your hips. You're gonna really need to press down into that left shin, and it becomes a bit of a fun balance challenge. Feel that right hip drawing back and engage the inner thighs in towards one another. And then from here, you can kind of work on that hinge forward. So whether you want to stay here with hands on your hips or hands down on your mat, both are great. Take another deep breath in here. And deep breath out. Bend back into the right knee, coming into that low lunge. Untuck the back toes. And you're gonna press into the top of your foot. We're setting up for Chandrasana. So this is kind of weird if you've never done it before, but it is wonderful for your feet and your feet flexibility. So take a nice deep breath in. On your exhale, you're gonna press into the top of your back foot and lift your left knee off of your mat. Lifting through the chest, take your gaze forward so that the collarbones, the chest moves forward. Option to stay here. Keep engaging that left quad. Maybe the hands crawl up to the right leg. If you've been doing this for a while, maybe you lift your arms up towards the ceiling. It certainly didn't come on the first try for me. Good. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower the left knee down. Lower the hands down and send the hips back into your split variation. So we're going to go into it one more time. So again, you have the option to take half split, either with the hands down or on your hips. If full split is available, feel free to take that. And then your third option is to take active split. So if you're taking that, you're going to curl the back toes under. You'll lift the back knee. You're going to really need to drive into the right heel and squeeze the inner thighs together to lift the chest. So you want to think about trying to draw the right heel back as the right hip draws back, and then maybe you catch some hang time. So this is just a little bit more active, engaged, but it's still great for the hamstring. Wherever you are, we'll be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, draw the right heel back, bend the right knee. We're going to come into this crouch sprinter's position. If you've taken my class before, then you probably know what's coming. We have a balance challenge. So you have two options. You can either take a standard, I'm having a little bit of a mind blank, so bear with me. You can take your standing split, or you can take a handstand variation. So your choice, and may look a little different for you depending where you are in your practice. So we'll take this, we'll play around with it for 10 seconds. So going into it, whether it's that standing split variation or whether it's some handstand hops, have fun with it. Take what feels good, and this doesn't have to be cookie cutter. So wherever you are, we'll be here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return to the top of your mat, folding forward. Soft bend in the knees. Take a nice deep breath in, lift up halfway. And exhale, release. Good. Setting up for stable chair. Feet are hip width distance apart. On your next inhale, bend the knees, lift the chest, chair pose. Sit the hips down low, weight is in your heels. Take another deep breath in here. And on your exhale, release, fold forward. Good. Inhale to your half lift. And on your exhale, release forward. Good. Circle chair. Begin to roll up through the spine. And now that we've done it once, you're already a pro. And the plus is that this can feel pretty awkward if you've never done it before. So doing it in a class in front of or around a lot of people can feel weird, but luckily you get to do this in your home. So you can be weird by yourself, and technically with everybody else in this. Keep moving here, undulating through the spine. Notice where you can create more space. Again, make this movement your own. One more full breath in. And on your next exhale, return to your forward fold. Inhale to your half lift. And exhale, fold forward. Ground into the left foot, step the right leg all the way back. Switching sides, lower the back knee down. Right hand down onto your mat. Inhale, sweep the left arm forward and back. And then option to stay here or kick into your back hand. Find that foot. And maybe you stay here. Of course, if it's available, you can always come down onto your forearm. If you have the foot kicking into the hand. Take another deep breath in. And deep breath out, slowly release, half splits. Straightening the left leg, take the variation that suits you best. And again, I can't say this enough, but one is not better than the other. Whichever one allows you to maintain the integrity of your spine is going to give you the most benefit. So we're not in this for aesthetics. We want whatever is going to serve our body best. Take another deep breath in wherever you are. And let it out. Bend into that left knee, Chandrasana. Untuck the back toes, deep breath in. And on your exhale, press into the top of your back foot. Lift the right knee. And also, just a little bit of a tip, look back at the right foot and make sure it's straight. So we want to avoid any sickling of the feet. Then an option to stay here, maybe you lift your hands up. Again, this is odd, and most people, this flexibility is challenging. So have a little grace for yourself. We're going to be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Your split variations, half split, full split, active split. Just maybe trying to take whatever you took on the previous side. We want to do our best to create a sense of symmetry. Even though our body is not inherently symmetrical and our lives are pretty much not symmetrical. But going into that now. Wherever you are, you're drawing the left hip back, the right hip forward. Let's be here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly draw the left heel back into that sprinter's crouch position. Curling the back toes under, the balance challenge is yours. Go for it, whether you want to take the standing split or the handstand. And if the standing split is easy for you, but you just don't feel like doing the handstand, maybe you go into it without using your hands. We're just having fun, we're playing. Take your variation and be here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return to the top of your mat, folding forward. Take a nice deep cleansing breath in. And exhale, release forward or release out. Good. Setting up for your stable chair, feet hip width distance apart on your next inhale. Bend the knees, lift the chest, sit the hips down low. Lift through the chest and see if you can spiral the pinkies forward so the thumbs point back, and maybe you even draw your biceps back by the ears. One more deep breath in. And on your exhale, fold forward. Alrighty, on your next inhale, you're gonna roll up through the spine. This time, sweep the arms up. Palms will come to touch overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Take a moment to find some stillness here. Maybe you shift from one foot to the next, finding that point in between where you can settle in. Feel your thumbs gently pressing into your sternum. And come back to your breath. Acknowledging your hard work, your dedication. Acknowledging all that you're doing. Take one more full breath in. And breath out. And gently blink the eyes open. Release your arms by your sides. Cool. Dancer's pose. Ground into your right foot. And go ahead, catch the inside of your left ankle. Draw the left knee back by the right knee. And take a moment here. The right hand can come to the heart center. And I just want you to feel the left shin pressing back slightly. Feeling maybe a little bit of engagement in the glutes as the hip points push forward. And I want you to feel this, because this is where you're going to return after your dancer. All right, from here, option to lift the right arm up towards the ceiling. It's okay if you wobble a little. Come back, find your center, and then begin to kick into your back foot. Find your dancer pose. Find a point to focus on. Trust yourself to be here. Be stable. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, come back to that starting position. And release. Nice job. Shake it out. And then switch sides. Ground into the left foot. Catch the inside of the right ankle. Draw the right knee back by the left knee. Left hand to the heart center. And again, just a little bit of a press back with that right shin. You can stay here or lift the left arm up. Find your dancer pose. Find a gaze. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, back to starting. And release. Nice. Let it go. Take a nice deep breath in. Sweep the arms up high. And on your exhale, fold forward. Inhale to your half lift. On your exhale, plant your hands down into your mat. Step back to your high plank. In your high plank, option for 0 to 5 push-ups, chaturanga push-ups. So again, you can take 0 and just hold high plank, or you can take however many you want. And then from your high plank, lift the hips up high, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let it out. On your next breath in, ripple forward into your high plank. And then slowly lower onto your bellies. Untuck the toes. Oscillating Cobra. Take your hands out wide, wider than your mat. Tent up onto your fingers, elbows pointing up towards the ceiling. And now zipper the thighs together. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Inhale, lift through the chest. And exhale, lower down. So you're just oscillating here. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, lower. Bring attention to your feet. Press them into your mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Bring the arms back by your sides. Lower one cheek down onto your mat. Find a little bit of softness here. And then sitting up for locust, zipper the thighs together. If it's comfortable, if it's available, bring your chin to your mat. And then setting up on your next inhale, lift your head, shoulders, arms off of your mat. Lift your feet. And something that helps me is to draw my pinkies in towards one another. And then by doing that, I get a little bit more lift through my chest. Keep squeezing the inner thighs. Keep reaching the toes back. Stay with it. You got it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the opposite ear down onto your mat. One more deep breath in here. And let it go. Alrighty. Again, if it's available, you can bring your chin to your mat. We're going to take a kind of a bow prep. So we're not going to touch our ankles. What you're going to do is you're going to clasp your hands above your lower back. And just like we did at the beginning of practice, chase the knuckles away from the body, straightening the arms. And then you're going to bend the knees so that the toes point up towards the ceiling. Still, I want you to feel the inner thighs zippering in towards one another, or at least hugging in towards one another. On your next inhale, lift through the chest, reach the knuckles back. Maybe the knees lift up off of your mat. And this is challenging. It pretty much never gets easier. So do your best here. Stay with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, let it go. If you want to windshield wiper the legs back and forth, feel free. It's your world. Alrighty, last thing here, you have the option to stay with locust or bow prep, or you can go into full bow, which is what I'll cue. You'll bend your knees, catching the outsides of your ankles. Good. And if the ankles aren't available, then catch the feet. Take whatever is available. Take a nice deep breath in. Begin to kick into your feet. And then on your next inhale, lift everything up. See if you can draw the inner thighs in towards one another. Keep kicking into the hands. Keep lifting here. Stay with it. I know it's challenging. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. From here, take your hands up by your chest and press back into your child's pose. Taking the knees out wide, send the hips back by the heels. Maybe you shift the hips side to side. Probably feels good on the lower back. Allow your forehead to find a home just for a couple breaths. Then on your next inhale, take your gaze forward. Shift forward and then curl the toes under. Find your downward facing dog. Lift the hips up high. Press the ground actively away from you. We're going to do just a little bit more before we slow down. So just taking this time to mentally prepare yourself. Take another full breath in here. And full breath out. Good. On your next breath in, go ahead, lift the right leg up high. On your exhale, curl the right knee in towards the chest, step the right foot by the right thumb, spin the back foot down, warrior 2. Reach the left arm back. Take a moment to settle in. So it's probably a pose you've been in before. And even if not, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? But find a sense of stability and power here. Feel the inner thighs drawing in towards one another. Lengthen the back of your neck. Good. Take another deep breath in here. On your exhale, you're going to cartwheel the left hand, your back hand down to your mat as you spin onto the back toes. Right hand is going to reach up towards the ceiling. So you're in a bit of a twisted lunge here. Good. As you root down into the left hand, reach the right arm up a little bit higher. And then from here, we're going to go back towards warrior 2, but we're going to take side angle. So not making it any more difficult than it needs to be. On your next breath in, sweep the left arm back, ground the back foot down. You can find your warrior 2, and then come into your side angle. Either the right forearm comes down to the right leg, or maybe the right fingertips come down onto the floor. Left arm can reach either up towards the ceiling or on a diagonal. Good, stay where you are, stay strong here. And then on your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Create space in the right side of your body. Straighten your right leg. Triangle pose. Reach the right hand down as the left arm reaches high. Now I want you to engage the right quad. Ground into the outside edge of your back foot. And for today's purposes, the goal is really not to get the right hand all the way down, but to create more length in the right side of your body. Good, take one more deep breath in here. On your exhale, begin to bend your right knee. Go ahead, ground both hands down into your mat. As you spin onto the back toes, step the right foot back to your high plank. Hold here, 0 to 5 push-ups. And then lift back into your downward facing dog. Almost done, push through it. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. On your exhale, curl the left knee in towards the chest, step forward. Spin the back toes down, warrior two. And then settle in. If you're feeling tired at this point, I hear you. Take this time to muster up that strength that is still in you. Taking another deep breath in here. And deep breath out. Go ahead, reach the right arm, the back hand, all the way down to your mat as you spin onto the back toes. Reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. So you're on the ball of your right foot. You're finding a gentle twist here. It's actually not that gentle, it's pretty challenging. So do your best. And then you know where we're going. On your next inhale, reach the left arm back. You're gonna windmill the arms. Right arm reaches back as you spin the back foot down, warrior two. And then find your side angle. Draw the low belly in, knit the lower rib cage in towards one another. On your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Straightening the front leg. And then find your triangle pose. Good, take a little bit of time to ease into it. One more inhale here. On your exhale, look down at your mat, bend the left knee as you spin onto the back toes. Ground into the hand, step back to your high plank. Once again, last time, 0 to 5 push-ups. You can hold in plank if you don't want to take them. This is your last major challenge here. And then lift up into down dog. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good, gently lower the knees down. And make your way onto your back. Nice job, you guys. So as you come down onto your back, go ahead, bend your knees and place your feet flat on your mat. Slowly begin to draw the knees in towards your chest. If you'd like to, you can rock a little bit side to side. Massage the lower back out. Good. Option to stay here, drawing the knees in towards the chest, or maybe take happy baby here, catching the outsides of your feet, your ankles. And if you're not taking happy baby, you can always just take your knees out wide and you get kind of the same effect as happy baby. Good, go ahead, release your legs or your feet, lower your feet back down onto your mat, knees bent. Recline pigeon, go ahead, cross the right ankle over the left knee. You'll pick up the left foot, interlacing your fingers behind the left thigh or on top of the left shin. Just drawing your left leg in towards the chest. And I always find that it feels kind of nice to rock a little bit side to side here too. but do what feels best for you. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Using your exhales to draw the left leg in, closer towards the chest. Allow the head to be heavy. One more full breath here. And release. Switching sides, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Flex that left foot. And then same thing, picking up the right leg. Go into your variation of the pose. Softening the muscles in your face. Softening your jaw. Just continuing to release little by little. Take another full breath in. And breath out. Release. Lower the feet down. If you'd like to, you can windshield wiper the knees side to side. Just pressing your heels into your mat. Go ahead, draw your knees in towards your chest once again. Keep the right knee drawing in, extend the left leg out long, setting up for our simple twist. Drawing the right knee up in towards the right armpit. And then take the left hand to the outside of your right knee, guide the right knee across the body, over towards the left as the right arm reaches out towards the right. Maybe the gaze follows. Just seeing where you can release a little bit more into the twist, and maybe that means softening the bottom leg. Maybe even letting it bend a little. Slowly come back up through center. Switching sides, draw the left knee in towards the chest, extend the right leg out long. Draw that left knee in. And then on your exhale, finding your twist over towards the right, the left arm, and maybe the left or the gaze look towards the left. And softening that bottom leg, softening your right hand. And slowly come back up through center. Draw the knees in towards your chest. Take a nice deep breath in. Lift your nose up towards your knees. Hug everything in tight. One more inhale. And on your exhale, release. Find your Shavasana. Extending the legs out long. Take up as much space as you'd like. Closing your eyes. We'll just take a few breaths here. We'll take about 5. Take another deep breath in here. And deep breath out. Just bringing a little bit of movement back into your body. Slowly bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet back on your mat. And then from here, drawing your knees in towards your chest, gently release onto your favorite side, coming into a tight curled up position. Maybe resting your right ear on your right bicep. Taking a moment here. And then slowly, in your own time, press up into a comfortable, take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, let it go. Good, another time. Inhale through the nose, this time audible, exhale. Nice. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice with me and incorporate this into your day. I always appreciate it. Until next time, namaste. Alrighty, nice work, everybody. I saw your messages and I just couldn't read them from afar, but again, my name is Rachel Graham, and it was so much fun to be here with you. You can connect with me on Instagram. My handle is dailyhabit.at, and I would love to connect and just hear what you thought of practice. Of course, if you have any feedback, always welcome to let me know. But until next time, thank you. Thanks, Courtney. Alrighty, bye guys. You're welcome. All right, I hope to see you soon.